the UH-60 Blackhawk helicopter, built by Sikorsky. It's a tactical assault helicopter, a Gulf War transport, and it's got a maximum speed of 185 miles per hour and a minimum speed of course, as any helicopter, 0. Let's take a look as it comes by with members of the Special Operations Command of your United States Army, the pilot in command of CW4, Chris Hurst, the other pilot, CW4, Troy Wagner, and the crew chief is Sergeant Bill Carpenter. Also aboard are 8 members of the Special Operations Command team. They are going to demonstrate what they call RISE, F-R-I-S, and that means fast rope insertion and extraction system. They will do the fast roping down. They will not do the extraction today, but we're going to see some important stuff about the helicopter. Get a great close-up there on our screen from Impact Video thanks to Jeff Lee and crew. Coming back through, you see it there. The pilot has both hands and feet busy at all times. As a matter of fact, because of how complicated the helicopter is, he's got to keep those hands on the controls virtually all the time. Coming up from the floorboards between the pilot's knees is a stick. It's called the cyclic. On his left hand, by his left hip, is the collective. The collective controls the power and the pitch of the blades. The cyclic stick controls the direction of travel. And at the pilot's feet are the anti-torque pedals that control that tail rotor. Pulling back on the cyclic stick and slowly lowering the collective on his left with his left hand. He goes into a hover. The crew chief now is very, very important. As the fast rope goes out, let's watch. In about a second and a half, it takes each man to get out. Look at this, all the way down. As soon as he's down, the second man is out. Hovering, the crew chief is responsible for making sure the pilot stays in exactly the right position. Over the intercom, telling the pilot, left 2 feet, right 2 feet, front, back, whatever. Because the pilot cannot see where he's hovering. Watch him drop the rope, and away they go. That's the first floor out. Let's give him a nice round of applause. 2 General Electric turboshaft engines provide 1,690 horsepower each to power this helicopter. It's got a rotor disc of 54 feet in diameter.
He's looking through the gate and they're going to come.
And this airframe allows it to operate empty at 10,600 pounds and loaded at another.
Wait, it's coming. Turn around.
It is an extremely capable helicopter. The father of the modern helicopter, Sikorsky, back in the 1930s, overcame an incredible amount of aerodynamic and physics problems to make globally winged flight viable. Now watch them as they come to a halt.
Tony, look, it's coming that way. See it?
A very,
right
quick
there.
acceleration. As we see the soldiers on the ground and the helicopter now going into a hover again. Watching for the second fast rope to come out. There it is. 4 men will come out. Got a little blockage from the Thunderbird. Tails there. There we get a shot. Coming all the way down to the ground. 3 men and 4 men. Now watch for the rope to be released. Now if we're going to be able to do this like we did yesterday, watch the cyclic stick comes forward, the collective comes back a little bit. We're going to go pick up the first 4 soldiers. Now I want you to look carefully at the rotor, because as the helicopter touches down, and this helicopter can go sideways, backwards, forwards, cover, whatever. As it lowers down, the pilot will use the collective at his left hip to slowly move the helicopter, allow it to settle gently into the grass. Look at the rotor. It's flat as a pancake right now as the four soldiers reboard the aircraft. Once they're aboard, you will see the rotor begin to carry the weight of this in excess of 10,000-pound aircraft as the pitch of the blades changes, and you'll actually see the rotor start to cone as the force of the engine starts to lift the helicopter up. Watch them. You'll see the pitch or the angle of the blades change. They'll appear to get thicker, and they'll cone as they start to lift up. There it is. Can you see it? Very good. There it is. Straight up. Now, going sideways, moving the cyclic stick to the right, keeping the anti-torque pedals there and pulling up gently on that collective in the left pilot's left hand. CW4, Chris Hurst, the other pilot, CW4, Troy Wagner, in control as they go back into a hover and slowly lower themselves down. You'll get another chance to see this rotor disc flatten out as it's no longer carrying the weight of the helicopter. Again, fully loaded, 20,000 pounds. It is unbelievable how much technology has changed and increased the capability of the UH-60 Blackhawk. One of the most important combat helicopters in service today. It replaced the famous Bell Huey as the Army's workhorse. Four members aboard. Watch for the disc, the rotor disc to cone upwards as lift is generated, the pitch of the blades changes, and it lifts the UH-60 into the air. All done by pulling up on the collective. There it is. Coming sideways. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for the UH-60 flying crew. They do a great job for you, and off they go. They can carry 11 troops or up to 8,140 pounds of cargo. The helicopter, because of its ability to hover, is able to operate in visibility and ceilings, even in the airshow environment, that are less than what we need for fixed-wing flight.